Hey, what's up guys? Auto Fanatic. So this is going to be another Auto Fanatic quick detailing tip. And one of the most widely asked questions through the Auto Fanatic YouTube channel and through social media is, Phil, how do you safely clean Alcantara? So many people struggle with it. I mention it in a lot of my videos, even in the comment section, and some people just either don't understand or they wanted a short, very comprehensive video explaining how I do it and why I particularly use the processes that I do. So before we do that, we're gonna go over to my workbench. I'm gonna show you some of the tools and products and techniques that we're gonna do today. And I'm also gonna do a demonstration showing you why you have to be very careful as far as what chemical or solution you clean your Alcantara steering wheel with, because you could actually cause it to debond from the foam substrate and totally make a mess over time, where the steering wheel cover is actually gonna fail, get wrinkled up, your stitching is going to get all over the place, and it's going to be a total nightmare. So let's get over to my workbench right now, and I'll show you step by step. All right, guys, so we're over on my work table, and I just want to show you guys some of the products and solutions on how to safely clean the Alcantara steering wheel. Now, the first product is the Sonax Upholstery and Alcantara Cleaner. This is a really good product. It's safe, it's foamy, and it goes a long way, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how we're going to use this as well. Also in the back, I have various different hand wipes. Now, the hand wipes are safe for your hands. They don't dry out your hands, and they have enough cleaning ability and a little bit of abrasion on their fabric towels to actually safely clean Alcantara 1, 2, 3. For the demonstration today, we're going to be using a white, cheap microfiber towel. This is a standard towel. You can get like the 50 packs on Amazon. And just to show you what comes off the steering wheel on my GT350R, we're going to use the white towel. Also, I highly recommend a soft brass bristle brush. This is really good to go over the nap when it's a little matted down, and as you're cleaning it, this will actually help the hair stand up as well. Now, over here, I have a stainless steel bristle brush. Now, when you're doing Alcantara cleaning, you don't want to get a stainless steel brush that you're going to use for your barbecue or something that's very, very rigid. You want to make sure that the bristles are fine and soft to the touch, that you could do this and it's not going to rip your finger open. Okay, so this is another solution. If your steering wheel is heavily matted, you want to go up from the brass brush to a stainless brush very, very easily, and I'm going to show you that as well. Now, on the table too, I have an actual piece of Alcantara. Now, a lot of detail channels, they don't do custom upholstery. I do custom upholstery. I also do a lot of custom steering wheels, if you guys watch my channel or you go to my website. Now, if you can see here, Alcantara is a synthetic material. It's man-made. It's very, very stretchy. In one direction, it's not very stretchy in another direction, and it's very thin. Right next to it, I have some red upholstery leather, which is about 3 times as thick in mils when you measure between the two. Now, something I want to really show you guys in this demonstration, I have a little bit of mineral spirits and a little bit of a dropper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some of the solvent and mineral spirits on the Alcantara, just like that. And the point that I'm showing you is that I want to show you that when the solvent hits there, it's saturating the backside immediately. So on the back of Alcantara, there's no thick foam liner. There's nothing that's going to protect the solution that you put topically on the surface, the cosmetic surface, soaking through to the back. Now, the reason why I want to discuss this and how important this is I'm going to go over to the car right now. I'm going to show you exactly why what you put to clean your Alcantara is very, very critical for not destroying your steering wheel. So let's get over to the car right now and I'll show you. All right, guys, so now we're on the interior of my GT350R, and you can see possibly, if the camera picks it up, it's a little matted down on this section. Now, usually when the steering wheel gets worn out, it's always going to be from this zone to this zone. Very little are people driving with the hands down here. So this is going to be the area of concentration. That's what we're going to show you. Now, this is very important. Like I showed you on the workbench, when you put a liquid solution, solvent solution on Alcantara, if you put too much of it on, it penetrates directly through the fabric onto the backside. Now, what's on the backside of this? There is a foam, you can see it there, there's a foam substrate, which is the shape of the steering wheel. And the way steering wheels are manufactured and the way I do custom upholstery is you make your pattern, you do your stitching on both ends, so you could do your cross-stitch pattern, which is the zigzag cross-stitch pattern that everybody likes, the European-style stitching, and the actual Alcantara gets bonded to the foam surround on the steering wheel. Now, the reason why this is important, why I want to really emphasize this, that if you use a strong APC that has acid, high pH, or a solvent, and you go and saturate that steering wheel, what are you going to do? You're actually going to ruin the bond from the Alcantara to the core, and what's going to happen is over time, as you're doing this on the wheel, it's going to cause the stitching and everything to shift. It's going to cause it to wrinkle up and bunch up and look total like hell. So the misconception a lot of people must think is that Alcantara is thick like leather. It's not. I just showed you side by side it's not. And the stitching is not what keeps it in position. The stitching just stretches it tight and gives it a nice form-fitted look, but the Alcantara is bonded to the substrate, and that's why you really got to be careful not to saturate the wheel and put harsh chemicals on the steering wheel when you're cleaning it, because you are going to damage it. So let's get the products, and I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3 and how quick and simple this is to clean your Alcantara steering wheel. So what I like to do, I just take, we're doing this for demonstration purpose. You can use whatever towel you want, but we're going to be using a white towel just because I want to show you guys what's going to come off on my steering wheel. So this has a pump foam mousse type consistency, just like that. So what I like to do is spray some on there, and then I have a clean bottle of water, and I like to just spray it out with a little bit of water just to maximize and saturate this towel really, really well. Now, the way I like to do it is I like to put the saturated microfiber towel on the rim, and I use this technique like I'm showing you there. And we go all the way around the Alcantara surfaces as much as you possibly can. You know, it depends on how dirty your steering wheel is. Now, if you're using a lot of hand sanitizers that have aloe in it, which is like a moisturizing agent, the steering wheel is going to take a little bit of going over to get that out and get the nattiness out. Now, I found that doing the technique that I'm using just seems to work better than going back and forth, okay? And it's also helping getting the nap to stand back up to its neutral state. Okay, so now let's just grab the towel if you guys want to see what's on there. Now, if you look carefully, I don't know if the camera could pick that up. So we have a lot of dirt on the white microfiber towel that came off. You can see it. That's all from my hands from working on the car. That was most likely when I did the suspension recently. Now, I'm going to take the soft brass bristle brush, and you're going to pretty much go like this over the nap carefully. You don't want to kill the area where the stitching is, because then you're going to fray the stitching. And if you have a top stripe, you're just going to want to go nice and easy, just like that. Now, I could feel that the steering wheel is still a little bit damp, but it's safe because the product that I'm using is not a strong cleaner. And you're going to see that there's going to be some little nibs of the Alcantara coming off when you use the brass brush. That's totally safe. That's why you don't want to use anything very firm and rigid that could possibly wear through the Alcantara, because it's very thin material. Now, if you had a seriously matted steering wheel on this section, same deal. Take the stainless steel brush, and you're going to probably go in a pattern like this. And you could probably see it in the camera already, how it's just making the hairs stand up, and it's pretty much restoring the natural nap of the Alcantara steering wheel. And you can see some of the pieces that are coming off, because what you're actually doing, you're actually wearing away the surface very, very microficially. And my wheel's really in not bad shape. It was just a little dirty and matted down. And that's primarily because I work in the car, and sometimes my gloves and my hands can get a little bit dirty. Now, if you look here, you comb it back, and what you're going to want to do, and this is what I recommend, is when you're done cleaning the wheel, don't go drive the car immediately. Let the wheel dry a couple of hours, an hour, put the heat on in the car if it's cold out, leave it in the sun, just let it dry out. You don't want to have the steering wheel wet, and then your hand is going to compress and knock all the fibers down, and it's going to look like crap again. So we already know how easy it is to get the dirt and the soil off, and if you have any moisturizer or using hand sanitizer, just use the technique like I showed you, back and forth, and it's very safe and easy. Now, I have some of the Fast Orange hand wipes, and instead of using the microfiber towel and spraying a solution, this has a little bit of a texture on one side, and it's smooth on the other side. Very safe for your hands. It doesn't dry out your hands, and this also works outstanding to go over Alcantara steering wheels. Now, you may have a little bit of a hard time, doing it like with the towel. So in this particular case, we're going to have to go back and forth because these towels are very thin, or you can kind of go like this. And I don't know, but I already see some dirt on the towel just from that quick wipe. So this is totally safe. It's not going to harm the glue underneath the Alcantara. You could actually even touch up the leather if you wanted to as well, and go over the whole rim. And that's it. So I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's quite a bit of dirt right there from this section, because I usually hold the wheel this way or this way, and primarily that's where most of the soiling on my wheels is going to get. So these hand wipes, they're affordable. You can pick one, pick up a tub of towels or a quick little pack for $4 or $6.99, whether you go to Costco or Home Depot or even order them on Amazon. And I'll put some links to a lot of these products on Amazon if you guys want to go and pick them up, and you'll safely and easily get your steering wheel looking like new again in a matter of a couple of minutes. So it's like not something that you have to stress out about. It's very, very easy process. Absolutely foolproof. The number one thing is don't use high pH products, don't use an acidic product, and don't use a solvent-based product that could saturate through the steering wheel and possibly affect the glue. And like I said, the brass bristle brush is my brush of choice to go and stand it up. And now this steering wheel looks like it's brand new again. So I hope you guys like this short Auto Fanatic quick tip detailing. There's going to be more videos in this type of series where I'm going to show you very specific tasks on certain techniques and products that I use for certain tasks, such as Alcantara. The next video might be engine bays. Next video might be exhaust tips and metal polishing, vice versa. I'm going to take some of the content that I've posted on the Auto Fanatic channel over the last couple of years, and I'm going to condense them and comprehensively explain and show you in shorter videos on how to do some of these processes. So I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to the Auto Fanatic channel. Also, we just started the Black Friday pre-sale. If you head over to the Auto Fanatic web shop today, there is a 25% off everything in the store that's not already discounted starting today, the Black Friday holiday. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content.